Hey guys, welcome and welcome back. I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful crochet bucket hat. Welcome to Sunny Hearts Crochet. So guys, this is the yarn that I'll be using to make the hat today. They're both from Bernat Premium. I will also be using a 4.5mm crochet hook. I need my yarning needle, and I will need scissors. I will also need some stitch markers. We're going to start off by making a granny square. We will need a total of 6 granny squares. So I'm going to leave about 6 inches of tail. I will start by making a magic circle, also known as a magic ring. Next, I'm going to make in the magic circle a single crochet and then a chain 1 on top of that single crochet. This is my first double crochet. This is all to the height of a double crochet stitch. Then I will chain 1. Next, I will make a double crochet inside the magic circle. And then a chain 1. I will repeat this a few more times. So do a double crochet in the magic circle and then a chain 1. We have a total so far of 3 double crochets, chain 1. We need a total of 8 of that. Remember to chain 1 after the last double crochet. Pull on the short tail. It will temporarily close the magic circle. We will weave in the tail and secure this to the back of the work at the end. Now we go and join the round in the top of the first double crochet. So this here is the stitch for the second double crochet. The next stitch would be the chain 1, and then the next stitch would be the top of the first double crochet. So in my case, a chainless in a chain 1 space for the chainless double crochet. Next we do a chain 1, and I like to do another chain 1 after that. And now we can cut the yarn. Leave 6 inches of tail, then grab your hook and make a slip knot onto your hook. Then grab your work, and in any of the chain 1 spaces you are going to start working the second row. So I'm just going to go into this one from the front of the work, and then I'm going to do a single crochet. Then I'm going to pull up a little bit and do a chain 1. This is my chainless double crochet. Now we put 2 more regular double crochets inside this chain 1 space. Now we chain 1. In the next chain 1 space, 3 double crochets. And then chain 1. After we've made the last 3 double crochets, chain 1 in the last chain 1 space of the first round, then we're going to join the second round. So go into the top of that first double crochet stitch and do a chain 1. Do a slip stitch. I'm so sorry. Do a slip stitch and then chain 1. Now you can do your insurance chain 1 again, and then you cut your yarn. Make a slip knot onto your hook. Then you are going to work in any chain 1 space of this round. I'm going to pick this one. So you go into your work from the front, and then you make a single crochet, pull up a little bit for some height, and then chain 1. This is to the height of a double crochet. Next we do a regular double crochet inside that space, and we do another double crochet inside that space. Next, chain 2, and then 3 double crochets inside that same space. Now we go to the next chain 1 space, and we will put 3 half double crochets. In the next chain 1 space, we will put 3 double crochets, then chain 2. In the same space, 3 double crochets again, next we need to join the square, so we will join it in the top of the first double crochet, which is in the top of the chain 1. We join with a slip stitch, and then we chain 1, the insurance chain 1, and now we cut the yarn. We will need a total of 6 of these squares. Each one measures roughly 3 3/8 of an inch across, the magic circle in my case. And of course, you will need to tie that magic circle tail to the back of the work, and then you weave the tail in between some of the stitches. For the other tails, you will weave them in between some of the respective stitches as well, as shown right here. Remember, we do need to make 6 of these squares. Now we're going to get a long piece of yarn into our yarning needle, the same color as this. Now we're going to sew the 2 pieces together. We're going to sew them together here, so we're going to put it like that. These tails will be over here. We will secure them after. We're going to use some stitch markers to help us to tag the corners. So I'm going to pick up this one, and we are going to tag. We're going to tag the chain 1 on that side. Then we're going to pick up this side. We're going to find the chain 1 on this side. We're going to tag it. Then we're going to do the same thing here. So this side, we are going to tag this chain 1. This we're going to do here. So we're going to turn our work, and we're going to find the chain 1. So this chain 1 will matches this one. This chain 1 matches that one. We are going to sew everything together. Front of the work, we will fold them like this. Pull on that. We will work with that and that. Make sure we do not work in these stitches, not in that. With this side, we're going to take this side, okay? And with this side, we're going to use this side. Go in here, pull through. Next, we go grab this one right here. We go to this stitch and get the matching stitch. I'm going to pull through to this one, Get this one. That's done. Now you can cut your tail. If you grab here or here and you pull, all of this will just come apart. Next, you get your next piece. You're going to put your stitch markers as we did here and here. Then you're going to sew it together like this. Now we are going to join the two ends together. So the faces will face each other. Then we will do them together like this and sew them the same way how we did all of the other parts. If you haven't done so as yet, please feel free to press the like button so I know that you enjoyed watching this video so far. Do leave a comment as well if you like, and press the subscribe button for more. Now that you've done everything, you will pick any side, then you get your yarn, do a slip knot. You go into the front of the work in a corner, single crochet, chain one. Tag the top of this first stitch right there. Then in the next stitch, we put one double crochet right here. And in the next stitch, we will put one double crochet. So just work a double crochet across right here. And then when you get to the space, work under the space, put one double crochet there. And then you just keep doing the same thing all the way across the top of the square. And then, of course, when you get to the end, which is the chain 2 corner space, you will put one double crochet here for a total of 11 double crochet stitches across the top of the square. You go into the chain space of the next square and you do a double crochet. At the end, you will join in the top of the first one via slip stitch. Then you will chain 1, chain 2, and cut your yarn. It looks great so far. Now we're going to make the top of the hat. So we're going to make a magic circle. Here I take my time to go very slowly so that you see exactly how it's done. Especially if you have a hard time making a magic circle, which is also known as a magic ring. So after I make the magic circle, I'm going to go ahead and do a chain 2. This counts as my first double crochet of this round number 1. Inside the magic circle, I will put 10 regular double crochet stitches for a total of 11 double crochet stitches. And of course, at the end of this round, I will join by making a slip stitch in the top of the first double crochet stitch. Tag that last stitch. Chain 3. Then we are going to work in this space right here. So remove your tag and in the same hole, like this, into the space. We will now work a double crochet again. In the next stitch, we will put 2 double crochets. It's right here, very easy to miss. So 2 double crochets in there, and then in the stitch after that, the stitch that is right here, we will put 2 double crochets. So the pattern for this round is 2 double crochets in every stitch all the way around. Then we join in the top of the first stitch by doing a slip stitch. It brings us from 11 double crochets to 22. Now tag that last stitch. And of course, for round number 3, we start with a chain 3, which is the first double crochet. In the next stitch space, we will put 2 double crochets. It can be a little bit tricky, so take your time. Count them if you have to. And then 1 double crochet in the next stitch. The pattern is 2 double crochets in the next stitch and then 1 double crochet in the next stitch. Repeat that around and then slip stitch in the top of the first stitch to join the round. You will end with 33 double crochets. Then for round 4, you chain 3, double crochet in the next stitch, and then put 2 double crochets into the next stitch. Repeat around 1 double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches and then 2 double crochets in the next stitch, and then you join the round by doing a slip stitch, in the top of the first stitch, which technically in this case is a chain. And then, of course, you just added 11 more stitches to that round. Measure your work as you go so you get the right fit for the hat. Round number 5, you start with chain 3 again. Then in the next stitch, you put 1 double crochet. Then in the next stitch, 1 double crochet. Then in the next stitch, 2 double crochets. The pattern for this round is to put 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches, then 2 double crochets in the next stitch. And of course, we will join the round by doing a slip stitch in the top of the first stitch. Gives us 55 double crochets. And for round 6, we start with a chain 3 again, of course. In the next stitch, we want to put 1 double crochet. In the next 1 double crochet. And in the next stitch, 1 double crochet. And of course, here comes the increase part. In the next stitch, put 2 double crochets. So the pattern for this round is to put 1 double crochet in each of the next 4 stitches and then 2 double crochets in the next stitch. Then you got it. You're going to join the round by doing a slip stitch in the top of the first stitch. It brings us to a total of 66, which is where I'm going to stop. And here's my measurement according to my tension, of course. Now we're going to work this part, and we are going to put the top of the hat to face it. This is the 2 right sides facing each other. And I'm just going to get a stitch marker just to hold everything together so it makes it easier for me to work. I am going to use my yarning needle, so you want to get yours ready as well with the same color yarn as the main color, which is teal in this case. So we're going to use that side and that side. I will show you a bit more detail of what we're going to do, so don't worry, I got you covered. So just secure the 2 pieces together in any 2 stitches. Doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. So now we're going to work this the 2 top sides of the stitches, and we're going to work we're going to match them stitch to stitch to stitch. We're going to use this side of the stitches on that part, and for this part we're going to use those stitches right there. So this is how we do them. So go in there with your yarning needle and pull through. Leave a little tail, maybe like 4 to 6 inches. That would be enough. Then you go still starting on your right side, the same style of loop, and then you get the other one on your left, which is matching. And this is how you're going to repeat, always starting on your right and then moving to the matching stitch on your left. As you work, you're just going to pull on the tail a little bit, and that way you have the seam that you need. So after everything is done, you want to just tie the 2 tails together, and then you will weave in the long tail. Don't forget to make a knot because you don't want your work coming out. Then secure the magic circle just as we did for the crown of the hat. Now, all the tails there, we'll take care of that after. Then the tails that are for the first part of the square, we make a knot on the back of the work against any stitch, doesn't matter. Then we weave in like this. And this, of course, is at the back of the hat. Then this is your work on the right side. Now we're going to make the brim with this side. Just pick any square. It really doesn't matter, so long as you start in a chain space. Go ahead and make a slip knot on your hook, and then in any chain 2 corner space, you're going to make your first double crochet, which is a chainless double crochet. So do a single crochet from the front of the work, and then pull up a little bit for the height of a double crochet, then do a chain 1. Then in the same chain space, you put a regular double crochet. Now right here, you put 1 double crochet. Then here, 1 double crochet. This part is a bit different from how we did the other side of the squares. Then you put 1 double crochet under the space right here. And I will just keep showing you where exactly you need to put each double crochet, because the total of stitches you will get at the end of working the top of this square is a bit different from when we worked the other side. We are starting the first round really that starts the brim, but it also gives a bit of height to the hat along the sides. So for me, it sits exactly at my circumference, which is around the hairline. And when you get to the corner, chain 2 space, you put 2 double crochets, totaling 14 double crochet stitches across the top of this square. You will do the same for every square, except you don't make a chainless double crochet. You just do 2 regular double crochets in the next square to start. Then you join them in the top of the first stitch by doing a slip stitch. You start round 2, and then you're just going to work the front loops. So here is how you do that. And we're doing the chainless double crochet right here. So single crochet, then chain 1 on top. Go back in that same space, guys, and do another double crochet. Front loop only, right? Tag the top of your first stitch. Then you're going to work only the front loops for the next 13 stitches. Put 1 double crochet in them. So this round is front loop only. These are the back loops that you did not work. These tails, we'll take care of them later. So we're just going to keep repeating this pattern all the way around, and just follow along on the screen as well, the visual aid as well as the written instructions. Then of course you slip stitch at the top of the first stitch. That ends this round. For round 3, we're going to start by doing a chain 3, which counts as the first double crochet. We're just going to work back under the V's as we always have done, so we don't work in the front loops anymore. This round is not an increase round, so the pattern is just to do 1 double crochet in every stitch all the way around. And then you slip stitch in the top of the first stitch, and this will end that round. For round number 4, we do our chain 3. It is our first double crochet. Go back in the same space. This is how I do mine, and do a double crochet. Then of course tag the top of that stitch, and then in each of the next 14 stitches you'll put 1 double crochet. And at the end of this round, you will do a slip stitch at the top of the first double crochet. So here's the pattern on the screen. And this is how that round will end. Now for round number 5, we start always with a chain 3 again. Don't make your chain 3s tight, guys. In the next stitch, you put 1 double crochet, and in the next 1 double crochet, and you just keep doing like that. Because we're not increasing, we just put 1 double crochet in every stitch, and we slip stitch in the top of the first stitch as usual to secure this round. My final round is round number 6. We start with a chain 3, and then in the same stitch space, just like this, as I'm showing you right here, we put another double crochet. Then in each of the next 15 stitches, we will put 1 double crochet stitch. And this here is the pattern for working this final round. We will cut about 6 inches of tail, pull up the loop. So we will make a stitch to replace the top of this to be identical as the rest of all the stitches. And bring your work to the front. This stitch is here. We will replace that one. This is the next double crochet. We will go down into the top under the 2 sides. Push through and come through. This is us. Next, we're going to go here and here. The last stitch on the top, go down, and in the first stitch, in the top of the first stitch, we go into it like that. Then we pull. Then tighten. That's the stitch we made. Now our stitch, we're going to pinch it. We're going to go into the back of the stitch here, pull through, and then this, we will turn it twice. And then we go through here, and then we pull down. We're going to put this underneath some of the stitches at the back of the hat. Here, here, pull, and then fluff. Yes, guys, we done did it again. It is looking fabulous. I gotta say, I love bucket hats. They are amazing. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed watching the video. Do leave me a comment, subscribe. Don't forget to press the like button. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Much love to you all. See you in the next tutorial. Bye for now.